good afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are. This is the Computer Programming University, and we get ready to do a live stream in about an hour and a half to 2 hours. We're going to begin our first project. I want to start with two separate projects: a systems-oriented project and also a finance-oriented project. And actually, I think we should. It might be a third one, but I wanna push those two areas at the same time. The first project is going to be this one, where, as you can see, it's a menu-driven system, status checker, and alerter. So what I'm doing is I'm putting together the initial code, and what I'm doing right now is I'm actually filling in the design structure or the elements, and I have it set up in phases. So I have so far 12 phases. So the first two phases are build a basic menu system, then have the menu system be operational with choice confirmations only. So when you choose something, it'll confirm what you've chosen. And then I want to start the Linux development phase, where we're going to do using the OS module to check memory, check CPU, and check disk space. Those are three phases right there. Then the seventh phase, this is a significant phase because this is the beginning of adding an alert module. So this is a new feature. So there's going to be a CPU alert module with a default trigger to begin, and that's going to be phase 8. Phase 9, add a memory alert trigger, with a default trigger. And then phase 10 is going to be adding a disk alert with a default trigger. So keeping it simple, and we're building the complexity over time. We want to make sure we can do at least the basic fundamentals of what we're trying to do here first. So for example, I just want to make sure we can have an effective CPU alert, right? So we're going to hard code the values so we don't have to deal with the complexity of figuring out how to allow the user to trigger, set the, what level it's gonna trigger the alert and all that kind of stuff. Just keep it simple. Lock it in, set a value, what the alert's gonna be, and then they're just gonna be able to select they want a CPU alert, and then whenever CPU exceeds the preset value, it'll give you an alert. Keep it simple. All right. And then phase 11 is add an alert threshold parameter setting for all triggers. So now, after all those triggers work, then I want to be able to add a parameter where the user can say, I want CPU alerts at 90% CPU, 40% CPU, 20% CPU, all right? And I'm probably going to add, I think what we can do, we'll probably add an XML configuration file that'll allow you to, I just thought about that. That's the way to go about it. Have an XML configuration file that can allow you to affect how this program runs. So for example, maybe it's interval settings. We have to decide, should that be user configurable? You set it within the program, or should we set it in the XML file? That's some things to think about. Anyway, let me get back to it. I have a meeting in about 30 minutes, so I'm very much under a time crunch right now. So I'm going to continue doing my notes here, and then I have to get set up very shortly for my meeting. And then after the meeting, as soon as I can, I will begin our live stream to go through the program design and possibly start our first assignment. So who's going to do what? Squad. All right, CPU squad. Out.